Hello instructor and classmates, my name is Benny Wallace and this is part 1 of my discussion 3. The ShareNet presentation that I decided to use for this assignment was 11 ridiculous things you could buy with your student loans. The 3 elements of design that was used in this presentation was first making sure that the slides was as simple as possible. The second was that the designs used in the presentation wasn't cluttered, like as far as images and words used were only from 2 to 3, and that there was sightings at the bottom of all images used on the presentation. Now I want to thoroughly discuss this. The designs used, I felt that he kept it to a minimum of 2 to 3 words. He didn't go over. There was no cluttering of images. There was one discrete image that adhered to the topic and the theme of the presentation. He also used a tactic that was provided for us in the lesson structure, which told us to use specific numbers of data without adding 3D charts. I thought that was a good element that was used. And the last element was that he cited at the bottom of each image the website where he got it from, which let me know that this was a commercial image and was legally used in the presentation. The 2 rules I seen used in this presentation to execute the Direct's 5 rules of creating an effective presentation was first, treating your audience like a king. While I was watching this presentation, every idea that popped up in my head while reading the topics of the presentation was discussed, or information was provided in regards to the ideas that I had. This made me feel like this presentation was directed towards people exactly like me, which I am a student who has took out student loans. The second rule I seen used that was in this presentation was help them see what you're saying. Every time that he provided a number as to how many things that you could purchase, there was an image behind it providing that amount of whatever product it was that he said could be purchased. He didn't use the 3-dimensional charts, which I also liked, and I thought that was a good tactic use. One thing that I would change about the presentation was the fact that it was kind of boring other than the images. The fonts that was used were like no specialized fonts. There were no color change during the fonts, and I just felt like it was kind of boring. He could have spiced it up a little bit more. Other than that, I feel like the presentation was great. The way I plan on working to apply similar design techniques in my Ignite presentation is by using the websites provided in the lecture, and also shying away from the traditional way of creating PowerPoints and keynotes. I'm also going to make sure to keep my slides as simple as possible, make sure that the theme and the topics adhere and they all are as cohesive as possible, and to only use commercial photos in my Ignite presentation. My name is Benny Wallace, and I would like to thank you for listening to my part 1 of discussion 3. Have a nice day. There's also a link at the bottom provided so that you can go to the presentation that I actually used for this assignment and see for yourself. I'm pretty sure that a lot of students who have taken out loan will agree with exactly what I said about this presentation. Again, my name is Benny Wallace. Have a nice day.